Seniors, stop eating 7 worst fruits. They are destroying your leg strength. You eat fruit to stay strong and healthy. But what if I told you that some of the most common fruits, yes, the ones you've always trusted, are quietly destroying your leg strength, causing cramps, muscle fatigue, even making falls more likely and more dangerous? They look so innocent, sweet, natural, safe. But for seniors over 60, these 7 fruits might be doing more harm than good. Fruits are nature's candy, right? That's what we've been told for decades. Loaded with vitamins, good for the heart, a guilt-free snack anytime. But here's the part that gets left out, especially for those over 60. Not all fruits are created equal. As you age, your metabolism slows, your insulin sensitivity drops, and the fruits you once thrived on may now be silently working against your body. Your muscles, especially in your legs, depend on a steady flow of nutrients and stable blood sugar to stay strong. But some fruits flood your system with sugar so fast, they throw everything off balance. The result? Inflammation, muscle exhaustion, miscommunication between your brain and your limbs. That's why so many seniors struggle with leg cramps, weakness, and even sudden collapses. Margaret was 71. She walked every morning, ate what she thought was clean. Her go-to breakfast? A fruit smoothie filled with grapes, bananas, and pineapple. Healthy, right? By the afternoon, her legs would feel like jelly. She chalked it up to just getting older. But the fatigue was getting worse and scarier. Her doctor ran tests. Blood work? Fine. Heart? Fine. But then he asked one question that changed everything. Margaret, what kind of fruit do you eat every day? She never imagined that the very fruits she trusted to keep her healthy were slowly draining her strength. In the next part, we'll reveal the 7 worst fruits for seniors. The ones that spike your sugar, weaken your muscles, and quietly put your balance at risk. If you or someone you love is over 60, this could be the most important health message you hear this year. Because the good news is, once Margaret changed her fruit habits, everything changed. Her strength returned, her legs stabilized, and she finally felt safe again. So before your next trip to the grocery store, make sure you're not putting the wrong fruits in your cart. Hit subscribe, and don't miss the next episode, because your leg strength, balance, and independence may depend on it. They look colorful, they taste sweet, they've been marketed as healthy for decades. But if you're over 60, these 7 fruits could be secretly sabotaging your leg strength, your balance, and your independence. Let's break it down, starting from number 7 all the way to the worst of them all. Number 7, grapes. They look beautiful, they taste amazing, but for older adults, grapes can quietly sabotage your strength. Grapes are loaded with simple sugars, glucose and fructose, that digest quickly. They give you a fast burst of energy. But here's what no one tells you. That burst? It's short-lived. And the crash that follows? It steals the energy your legs desperately need to stay strong. Because grapes have very little fiber, there's nothing to slow down the sugar. The spike causes inflammation, your insulin overreacts, and then suddenly, your energy tanks. And when you're over 60, your muscles don't recover from that crash as easily. Over time, this repeated pattern, it turns into chronic fatigue in the legs. The kind that makes stairs feel like mountains. The kind that makes standing up from a chair feel like a chore. Don't get me wrong, grapes aren't evil. But if you snack on them every day, especially without balancing them with protein or fiber, you're feeding your sweet tooth while starving your strength. And grapes are just the beginning. The next fruit on this list might surprise you even more, because it's often found in anti-inflammatory diets, but it may be secretly worsening your nerve sensitivity and leg pain. Don't go anywhere, your legs will thank you. Number 6, pineapple. Sweet, juicy, exotic. Pineapple feels like the ultimate health food, packed with vitamin C, loved for its natural enzymes. But for older adults, it could be hiding a painful secret. Yes, pineapple contains bromelain, a compound known for reducing inflammation in some people. But here's the twist. It's also incredibly high in natural sugars, and for seniors with declining insulin sensitivity, that sugar hits hard and fast. The result? Your nerves, especially those in your legs and feet, start overreacting. That tingling, burning, or twitching you sometimes feel? Pineapple might be part of the problem. Pineapple has more sugar per cup than Coca-Cola. And when you eat it alone or drink it as juice, you're fueling sugar spikes that your aging muscles just can't handle. The inflammation that follows, it doesn't just slow you down, it steals your strength and your confidence to move. If pineapple surprised you, wait until you hear what's next. This summer favorite is 90% water, but for seniors it might as well be sugar water, and it offers none of the muscle support your legs truly need. Don't miss what's coming, because the truth behind these fruits is just getting started. Number 5, watermelon. Hydrating? Yes. Helpful for your legs? Not quite. On a warm day, nothing feels more refreshing than a cold slice of watermelon. It's hydrating, light, and often called a healthy snack. But if you're over 60, here's the truth. Watermelon might be doing nothing for your muscles, except draining them. Watermelon is over 90% water. And what's left? Mostly sugar. It digests fast, floods your blood with glucose, and disappears before your body gets anything useful from it. This rapid spike and fall, it leaves your leg muscles starved for fuel. No magnesium, no fiber, no protein. It hydrates, but it doesn't nourish. And for seniors dealing with weakness, cramps, or balance issues, this is a big deal. The sugar rush from watermelon feels good for 10 minutes. Then comes the crash. And if you've ever felt like your legs just give out after meals, this harmless fruit might be one of the reasons. So what's next? This next fruit is praised for its potassium, but too much of it, and your muscles might rebel. We're talking cramps, stiffness, and more midnight leg pain. Don't stop now, we're only halfway through the list. The fruit at number 4 might be sitting in your kitchen right now. Number 4, bananas. Bananas, praised by athletes, recommended by doctors, and a go-to for millions of seniors. Rich in potassium, great for energy. But what happens when you have too much of a good thing, every single day? Yes, bananas contain potassium, a mineral that helps prevent cramps. But here's the problem. When your body ages, its ability to manage electrolyte balance weakens. And if you're eating bananas every day, especially with high-sugar meals, it can backfire. Instead of preventing cramps, that daily banana may actually be contributing to them. Why? Because potassium needs to be in balance with magnesium, calcium, and sodium. Without that balance, your leg muscles fire off warning signals, cramping, spasms, and stiffness. Let's not forget, bananas are also loaded with natural sugar. That means another blood sugar spike and another crash that leaves your legs feeling weak, heavy, or even shaky. Bananas aren't bad, but eating them without awareness, without balance, might be silently working against your strength. Especially if you've noticed cramps that just don't go away, no matter how much water you drink. Coming up next, this tropical fruit may seem like a superfood, but it causes sugar crashes so intense your legs feel like jelly by lunchtime. And the worst part? You've been told it's energizing. Stick around, because what you learn in the next 30 seconds could change what goes in your grocery cart this week. Number 3, mango. Mangoes. Sweet, juicy, tropical, and packed with vitamins. They feel like a mini vacation with every bite, but what if this tropical treat is actually draining your energy and weakening your legs? Here's the problem. Mangoes are incredibly high on the glycemic index, which means they cause rapid sugar spikes followed by intense crashes. For seniors, this can lead to sudden fatigue, leg heaviness, and unstable energy levels. When your blood sugar jumps, your body releases insulin to bring it down. But when it crashes too quickly, your legs are left starved for fuel. The result? You might feel strong for 15 minutes, then struggle to even stand up from your chair. Mangoes may seem like an energy booster, but for older adults, they can do the exact opposite. That constant up-down roller coaster of energy confuses your muscles, weakens your joints, and even affects your balance. They're not evil. But eating mangoes, especially without protein or fiber to balance them, can leave you tired, shaky, and vulnerable to falls, all while thinking you're making a healthy choice. If you think fresh fruit can spike your sugar, just wait until you hear what's next. These tiny snacks might look innocent, but they pack more sugar than a candy bar in just a handful. And for your legs, they're like pouring syrup into your circulation. Coming up, the concentrated sugar bomb hiding in plain sight and how it's silently stealing your strength. Stay with us. You're almost at the most dangerous fruit of all. 2. Dried fruits. Raisins, dates, figs. Raisins, dates, dried figs. They're tiny, they're sweet, and they've been labeled as natural energy boosters for years. But if you're over 60, these innocent-looking snacks might be silently destroying your muscle strength. Here's the truth. When you remove the water from fruit, you concentrate the sugar by a lot. So just a small handful of dried fruit can deliver more sugar than a candy bar. No fiber, no hydration, just a direct hit to your blood sugar and your muscles. For seniors with slower digestion and declining insulin sensitivity, this spike can be brutal. The sugar floods your bloodstream, your body scrambles to respond, and then, boom, the crash. That crash doesn't just leave you tired, it can trigger sudden leg cramps, weakness, and even trembling. Your muscles, especially in your legs, need slow, stable energy. But dried fruits give you the opposite. They offer a quick rush, then leave your body in a confused, depleted state. And the more often you snack on them, the deeper the fatigue gets. Yes, they come from fruit. Yes, they're natural. But when you eat dried fruit without any balance, no protein, no fat, no fiber, it's like sipping liquid sugar. And your legs? They feel the damage first. If dried fruit shocked you, brace yourself, because the #1 worst fruit for your leg strength is in almost every senior's fridge. It's not even chewed. It goes down fast and hits harder than any other. In the final reveal, we'll expose the most deceptive health food in your home and why cutting it out could restore your energy, balance, and confidence. This one, you cannot afford to miss. #1, fruit juice. It's a morning ritual. A glass of orange juice to start the day. Maybe apple juice before bed. It feels healthy, it feels wholesome. But what if I told you that juice is the worst thing you could drink for your leg strength? Here's the brutal truth. When you drink fruit juice, you're not drinking fruit. You're drinking liquid sugar with vitamins. No fiber, no structure, no slowdown. Just a direct flood of glucose and fructose into your bloodstream. For seniors, this sudden sugar hit is devastating. It spikes your insulin, inflames your tissues, and just hours later, your legs feel heavier, weaker, less stable. The fatigue, the cramps, the feeling that your muscles won't cooperate. That might start with what's in your glass. Apple juice, grape juice, even no sugar added varieties. All of them bypass the natural fiber that keeps sugar from overwhelming your body. And once that fiber is gone, your juice behaves like soda, but with a health halo. Over time, daily juice drinking doesn't just impact your waistline, it affects your mobility, it drains your muscle reserves, it increases your risk of falls, instability, and long recovery times. You were told it was healthy, you were doing your best, but now you know the truth. And now you can take back control. So now you know the 7 worst fruits for your leg strength. You've seen how even the healthiest choices can quietly drain your energy, disrupt your nerves, and leave you feeling weaker with every passing week. But let's pause for a moment, because here's something most videos won't tell you. Fruit isn't the enemy. It never was. The problem isn't the fruit itself, it's when, how, and how much we eat it, especially after 60, when our bodies change, but our eating habits often don't. You don't need to fear fruit, you need to relearn how to use it. Because when eaten the right way, fruit can heal your legs, fuel your strength, and support your balance. It's all about timing, portioning, pairing, and today we'll show you exactly how. Let's break it down. Simple, clear, and life-changing. Here's how seniors can still enjoy fruit without paying the price. How to eat fruit the right way without damaging your legs. After everything we've covered, you might be wondering, does this mean I should stop eating fruit altogether? Absolutely not. Fruit is powerful, but like all powerful things, it depends on how you use it. Used wrong, it drains your strength. Used right, it becomes one of your greatest tools for mobility, circulation, and muscle recovery. So how do you use fruit the right way? 1. Timing is everything. Eat fruit with meals, not by itself. When you combine it with protein, fat, or fiber, the sugar is absorbed more slowly, avoiding that spike and crash pattern that weakens your legs. 2. Portion smartly. 1 serving of fruit is enough per meal. That's 1 banana or half a cup of grapes or a small apple, not a full plate, not a giant smoothie. Your body needs balance, not overload. 3. Choose low glycemic fruits. Berries, kiwi, avocado, grapefruit. These fruits support your blood sugar, not sabotage it. They offer antioxidants, fiber, and nutrients that protect your nerves and nourish your muscles. 4. Avoid juice and dried fruit, or use with caution. If you must drink juice, dilute it with water and have it with a meal. If you eat dried fruits, combine them with a handful of nuts or plain yogurt to buffer the sugar load. Remember Margaret? She didn't give up fruit. She just learned to use it wisely. She swapped out the sugary habits and replaced them with smarter choices. And today, her legs are strong, her balance is better, and more importantly, she trusts her body again. So now it's your turn. You don't need to fear fruit, you just need to respect it. Eat smart, time it right, choose wisely, because the difference between falling and walking tall could be what you put on your plate each day. If you found this eye-opening, the best is yet to come. In our next video, we reveal the 5 muscle-boosting, leg-strengthening superfoods that seniors should eat every week. They stabilize blood sugar, they fight inflammation, and they give your legs what they've been missing for years. Hit subscribe. Share this with someone who needs it. And let's rebuild your strength, one bite at a time.